Welcome to today's conference matchup between the visiting Chatham Cougars and your Franciscan Barons. Please rise for an opening prayer, followed by the national anthem.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Lord, we thank you for being here tonight. We thank you that we could come to this game. And we thank you for the health and the ability to play. And we just pray for great sportsmanship, great competition tonight, and also safety for all the players, the coaches, the referees, and our fans. And we ask this in your name, Lord Jesus. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see what earthly light? What so bright it is, and the twilight has seen, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked, where against me stream, and the road is red, the ones bursting in, gave proof that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us as star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the battle and the hope of the
Let's meet our starting lineups for today's match. First, for the visiting Cougars. At number 1, Evie White. Number 12, Vanessa Molesco. Number 13, Devin Kelly. Number 18, Becca Kestner. Number 21, Sierra Ritchie. Number 23, Paige Watson. And number 25, Delaney Schwan. They're coached by Joseph Bortak, and who's assisted by Artie Bortak. And now for your Barons. From Whitehall, Pennsylvania, number 1, MJ Cademy. From St. Paul, Minnesota, number 8, Sarah Clyde. From Richmond, Ohio, number 10, Caitlin Hickey. From Beaver, Pennsylvania, number 16, Tessa Miller. From Beaver Creek, Ohio, number 17, Meg Smart. From the Plains, Virginia, number 18, Therese Heisley. And from Richmond, Ohio, number 20, Logan Hickey. They're coached by Jen Hickey and was assisted by Adriana Gilliman, Joseph Anger, and Sister Eliana Day.
And welcome to your Barron broadcast. Sorry if I just jumped in there. Probably should have gave our viewers a little bit more of a warning, but my name is Daniel Beckman. I'm reporting here from Kuzma Court in Steubenville, Ohio at Franciscan University for this matchup against the Chatham Cougars. As we get ready to start here for the Cougars, your starting lineup, Evie White standing at number 1, the 6'1 freshman, number 12, Vanessa Malesko, followed by number 12, Devin Kelly, number 18, Becca Gessner, and coming off of PAC Defensive Player of the Week, as we're getting into a rally now, Sierra Ritchie, coming off a strong week and looking to keep things going for the Cougars as they will push one just outside. That's off Evie White. But following up for the Cougars, number 23, Paige Watson, and number 25, Delaney Schwind. And for the Barons, we see number 17, Meg Smart, backing up for the first serve on the Baron side of things, as Vanessa Malesko sends one through, and Hickey connecting there. And that is Logan Hickey, the freshman starter for the Barons, having a good season so far. She's followed by number 10, Caitlin Hickey, pulling up on the back line as Evie White will send one down. Barons to return. Logan Hickey with another chance. Tip over. And Cadman will let that just fly out of bounds. Looks like that's another one off of White or Schwind. On the front line for your starters, number 1, MJ Cadman, looking to have a strong night here against Ritchie. She's joined by Therese Heisler and Tessa Miller on that right side. And that tip will just be a little miscalculated. Logan Hickey stepping back, Caitlin Hickey having to dig. And we'll see this one go to the Cougars. Schwind going to the back line. Here comes Delaney. Place high backside. Tessa Miller with a kill chance and not able to collect. The Barons will take a 4-1 lead here early into the first set. So Cadman gets her first serve of the match. Pushing that through, Gessner and Hickey sideswiping and connecting as Cadman will retain and walk to the back line now. So far, Barons trying to get a commanding lead up front. Good dig by Caitlin Hickey. Logan Hickey connecting again. And the Barons are rolling with a 6-1 lead here as Chatham will take a quick timeout. Coach Joseph Bortak not in love with what's going on, and we'll go to a short media break. Barons leading. And here we go. Barons getting a tough front lead here, 6-1, as MJ Cadman takes her third serve of today's match. Back right side and defended. Heisler and Miller up on the front. And then a deep loft over Heisler will have to tip, and that one's up and still inside off a defensive touch from Becca Gessner. So the Barons trying to get a commanding lead here against the 12-3 Chatham. And defended again. Miller showing off tonight as Evie sends that one over. Barons collect, and Logan Hickey will just put one in play. And Cadman off a crazy defensive touch. We are still playing, and now Hickey will set. Smart will set. And Heisler will just play over. And Evie White with a missile into the middle of the Barron defensive front. And that one will not be defended as Chatham gets their second point and their second serve. On the back line, Vanessa Molesco for the Cougars. Her first of tonight. Deep to Cadman in the back left, and she'll get another touch as Richie keeps that in play, and we'll rally here. Heisler with a chance. And that should be just a violation on the Cougars stepping under. Clyde will come back in. Miller will step out as that was the quick rotation to start tonight for the Barons. Now the star sophomore, Caitlin Hickey, comes back for her first now tonight. And not a normal thing to see from Caitlin Hickey as she just plays that short. Ball will go quickly back to Chatham, and Evie White will get her first tonight. Knuckleball over the middle is up for Logan now, and she'll play well in front of Evie White as she digs out and can't retain. We'll see her come out. Richie in to the back right side of your screen. Caroline Linklater stepping in for the Barons. She'll get her first serve tonight. Deep middle. And Chatham responds. Number 17, Annika Solfrank. Annika Solfrank. Quickly scoring as we have a 5-point game now. Largest lead was 6 for the Barons. Linklater, just a bad touch as that one will be just slightly outside the line. Becca Gessner goes back to the line for the Cougars. Linklater now laying out. Logan Hickey will be long as that had to sidestep for the ball. And we got a 3-point game now. Cougars advancing onto the Barons as this is more of the Cougar squad we've seen so far this season. Good shot from Logan Hickey there. As Solfrank sends her first over. And now we are rallying deep outside. Linklater with a heavy touch again, and Evie White will take advantage to shorten this lead to 2. So Linklater's going to look to soften that touch. Cougars now off in air. Gessner sends one into the net. So Logan Hickey will work back to the line now. And here comes her first swing of tonight. So a lot of back and forth here after an early Barron run. Defended, Clyde and Smart. As Clyde is somewhat of the energy of this Barron team, bringing a lot of fire to that front line. So a great job on the defensive end for her. Logan Hickey will lob one up. Richie steps in. Defended. White is off and out as Clyde is trying to show the defensive player of the week whose house this is. So Logan Hickey retains. We'll see another from her. And that one will be short, but 2 great stops from Sarah Clyde. Number 8 in front. So Cougars will get the serve. Devin Kelly to send this one over. And short, another just tough spot for the Barons. Clyde's able to keep that in play off a few Baron digs. And it's a great shot from Vanessa Malesko. And the Barons not able to get there with Sarah Clyde that time. Ball goes back. Kelly gets another. And Clyde now on the offensive side of things. Good ideas from both sides. Plunkard sending one quick down, and then looks like she also got the best of that look. So Barron's only leading by 2 now. Devin Kelly going on a bit of a run here now. Ball's back. Linklater is up, and Cadman is stopped as Linklater gets to send that one through and connects in between 2 Cougar defenders. I believe that was Kelly Doherty and Devin Kelly on the top right side of your screen. Both digging out to get that. Just found the space in between from Linklater. So Clyde now serves, and the Cougars will attack as that one is strong and heavy from Paige Watson, the 6'3 junior, as the Cougars have quite some height here up front. So Clyde gets another. She'll be short as we've seen quite a few errors from the back line so far today. Clyde steps out now. Hickey is in. Miller was subbed in just a few moments ago for the Barons as well. So Ritchie gets her shot now. Just an absolute stopper over. Cadman will get that one and take advantage in front of Evie White, who had a double touch violation. So Therese Heisler comes in for Linklater now on the Baron offense. Meg Smart steps back to the line as the Barons now have a 4-point lead. Knuckleball right side, short. Evie White has a chance, and Logan Hickey, thankfully not taking any dangerous moves there, will advance a point to Chatham. See Delaney Schwind come in. I believe that's with Devin Kelly on the front line now. Ball's heavy backside, and Barons have an awkward response, but we will see Caitlin Hickey having to lay out on that left edge. She's not able to defend and put that one down. Cougars get another shot from the backside. Here comes Schwind. Little steeper this time, and Hickey will be strong and long. So Schwind looks to get our first tie here since 0 for the Cougars, as they've been able to close down this lead slowly but surely through the first. Cadman will not let that become an opportunity as she gets a kill and will step back to the line now for her service. No rotation for the Barons, as we haven't seen Quinn in yet, as Evie White now getting a deflection off Miller in the front middle, as Coach Jen Hickey communicate with the front line. For the Cougars, Vanessa Malesko now, her second opportunity. Smart will set. Heisler will try and get there, but Evie White and Annika Salfrank will be there. Keep it short. Malesko with another. Cadman now with some heavy hands. Chatham will set this one up and quickly denied Logan Hickey on that front edge. And then that one is just heavy from Becca Gessner. So good job by Logan Hickey to stop that one up as they were tied at 16. Caitlin Hickey now, second chance of tonight. She was short on the first, now is right to Richie. Evie White with a good set and put down there. Logan Hickey striking back. Gessner almost denied. Good job by Clyde. Keep that one up. Tipped and out by Annika Salfrank. Point will go to the Barons. Lead now to 2, 18-16 in the first. Hickey with another chance now. Straight to Richie again. And denied on the front. Gessner, who gets another opportunity and then takes advantage of a bit of a long ball as she puts that one down. Evie White to the line for the Cougars, 18-17. Cadman back middle. Logan Hickey just has to tip over. And Gessner gets another chance. Cadman trying to save behind Hickey. Leaves an opening as we are all tied up at 18 now. Smart is up. Hickey finds a spot just in front of Annika Salfrank, and that one is down. Barons maintain a short lead now, 19-18, as they look to close this. Linklater back on the line. And denied. No one able to get there. Good job by Sarah Clyde again on the front line with Meg Smart to just stop Paige Watson from capitalizing there. So Linklater will get another. And just quickly back to the Cougars as Gessner steps back to the line. And just a heavy touch will push that one out. And we'll be tied at 20 here as Gessner gets another shot. And the Barons will look to defend. Kaylin Hickey on the front there. Logan Hickey kill chance is there and gets the best of Paige Watson again. As Annika Salfrank's on that front edge trying to maintain, but the Barons taking their time on this one. And heavy touch as a last-ditch effort from Kelly Doherty trying to dig out for that one. And we'll have another Chatham timeout. Barons leading by 2 here, 22-20. As we go to a short media timeout, don't go anywhere. And here we go. Welcome back to the first set. If you're just joining us, Barons leading 22-20 on top of Chatham. Logan Hickey putting one in for the Barons as Ritchie will carry. Watson will place over. Deep set as Hickey needed just another foot or so there to put that one down. 1 point game as we see Devin Kelly back in for the Cougars, and she goes to the line. Way back, Linklater trying to put one up, and Cadman off an absurd set from Logan Hickey to get the assist there, and the Barons will maintain the 2 point game here as Clyde now steps back. Kaylin Hickey out, Tessa Miller in. And well played back middle. Trying to just lob that over. Vanessa Malesko, kill chance. Cadman slightly denied. And then well played from Paige Watson for the Cougars as they keep things close here. The last few points. Ritchie back on the line. She'll get another. Logan Hickey on the receiving end. Cadman, another chance, is in. Putting us to a set point. Should see Linklater step out. Heisler will come in. Excuse me. They reversed that point. And we are all tied up at 23. Ritchie with another. Same spot as last. Logan Hickey. We'll see if they keep this one in bounds as Barons now have set point, 24-23. And Meg Smart will be back to try and close this thing out as Linklater steps off, Heisler steps on. Ball is in play, and Chatham able to get this one as we are all tied up at 24. See Schwind and Gessner come in. Schwind will take the serve on the line. Barron's trying to bring some energy from the bench as they look to finish off a close one here so far. Schwind is out to Hickey as MJ Cadman will keep it in play. Short rally so far. Gessner stopped. Oh, and a miscommunication for Chatham as Kaylin Hickey's fired up in the middle of that Barron squad. Just a miscommunication between Delaney, Schwind, Malesko, and Kelly. So nobody knew who was taking that one. Barron's advantage, and that is on the line as we are all tied up again here at 25. Good move by Paige Watson. Or excuse me, Evie White to put that one down as Annika Solfrunk comes to the front line. Tied at 25. The send is from Malesko. And just put in a vulnerable position there. Can't let that happen. Very smart, not able to react. And good move by Evie White to just take advantage of the situation. Malesko will get another advantage to the Cougars as we are in extra points here. Hickey receiving end again. Cadman now trying to keep it in play. The Barons need to stop one here. Still have two. Logan Hickey now. Great shot straight at Ritchie, who can't stop it. Ball is back to the Barons, and we're back at a deuce. So the Barons will send back Hickey to the line. Clive comes in for Miller. Extra height against White on the front line. Gessner, tip chance. Caitlin Hickey can't dig out for it. And we'll see advantage back to the Cougars. White comes back to the line. Ritchie steps off. Watson steps on as we have one more rotation for the Cougars as White will now step off. Number 14, Delaney Kaiser, will get her first look of tonight. And she will be short off a last-minute decision by Coach Bortak, sending in Kaiser. So we'll be back at a deuce. Linklater steps back to the line in place of Heisler. We have an improper substitution. Got to do that one again. So Linklater is now walking to the line. All tied up, 27. A lot of action in this first set so far. Barron's led as much by 6. Watson trying to put one in. Barron's have one more. Logan Hickey puts a shot down straight at Schwind, and that'll ride the line. Not sure we've seen that before, but a lot of new things in this first set so far between the Barons and the Cougars. Linklater looks to close, advantage to Franciscan. She sends a rocket out to Ritchie, and the Cougars just have to respond. Salfrunk with the shot, Hickey with the kill! And that will close out a wild first set here at Kuzma Court. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty more action coming your way. Barons take the first one, 29-27 at home. We'll go to a quick media break. And welcome back after a pretty crazy first set for this packed matchup between your Franciscan Barons and the Chatham Cougars. Barons take it after quite a few extra points, 29-27. Barons all over the place in terms of scoring, but getting it done against a 12-3 Chatham. So Barron's getting the first chance there through Cadman, as that one will be shortly played, and thought that one would be heading our way, but Chatham will take the first point of the second set. Delaney Schwind heading things up. That one's back to Hickey. Miller getting up. And short opportunity. Schwinn plays it well as Logan Hickey has to put one back and just not able to respond. The Cougars, Annika Solfrank with a good stop there, and then just a miscommunication on the front line. We'll quickly give the Barons the ball and a point as Cadman takes this one. First swing for the Barons, the second set. Gessner is over. And Heisler, she will get one. Like Solfrank trying to stop that one again. Gets past her as Cadman will have another. Back to Solfrank. She's taking the heat in this second set, and then Mary Smart not able to react off of good shot across her body. Becca Gessner. So back for the Cougars. Vanessa Malesko. Good shot. Will be a little long. A great spin on the serve as it'll just carry a little heavy. Barons take a 1-point lead. 3-2 here. Caitlin Hickey coming in for Miller and to the line. Short on Solfrank's side. Now she'll send one over. Hickey laying out. Good play as Cadman then returns the favor. Evie White will quickly be heavy as the Barons extend the lead to 2. And Hickey will retain from the back line. Short lob up to the front. Sets up Evie White, who then is left this time. And the Barons just given a few points here so far. Chatham's not been able to connect on the offensive end. So Barons will look to keep extending. Ritchie steps back for that one. Solfrank just has to play in. And now a chance for Hickey. That's Heisler with a very similar kill chance and connection this time, as we see a 4-point lead to the Barons and a timeout to the Cougars. We'll take a quick media break here and be back in just a moment. See you soon. And here we go. Caitlin Hickey for the Barons, heading up a 4-point lead now. As she puts that one in play, Cougars will respond and be stopped. Now Gessner with a chance, denied. And this one will just be tipped over after 2 chances. Now Hickey sending back to Ritchie, stopping it. Gessner, awkward send over. But Logan Hickey now tipping. Gessner responding, and it's going to be too many as the Barons extend. So 7-2 lead here. Caitlin Hickey from the line for the most of it so far. Here's her 4th. Plays short, Salfranc steps. Set is to Gessner, quickly tipped. And Logan Hickey, a little overextension, puts it out of play for Caitlin Hickey. So Chatham will get one. Evie White will come back to the line. She gets the serve this time. Will be short. So the last 2 in that place have been played short. Barons keep a 5-point lead. So Watson's up. Salfranc will be just outside of that stick. So here we go. Linklater now in for the Barons. Heavy touch from Malesko and played down from Watson. Barons somehow able to keep that up as Schwinn gets an extended look and Gessner gets a kill chance. So back and forth right now. Gessner tipping just outside where Smart could reach. As that one goes to the Cougars. And so that one played long. Linklater not able to get it done. And Barron's on the defensive edge, trying to just keep this 4-point lead now. As they match their largest lead of 6 so far tonight. Logan Hickey able to keep that over. As Salfranc gets a chance. Smart is up and just outside the line. Good job by Logan Hickey to put that in play, as she's had a pretty historic start to her collegiate career. 273 kills over 16 matches. 7th most by a Barron in the season all time, as Clyde getting it done. For the Barons, quickly getting the ball back as Logan Hickey looks to keep her great season going now. From the service. Well played, awkward. Somehow Ritchie able to keep that up. Good hustle by Ritchie, and then Cabman is stopped. So that is Ava Plunkard on the defensive side. So you see her back in. Devin Kelly now in for the Cougars. Her first look of the second set. Barron's leading by 3. Back to Linklater. Smart's up to Clyde. As that'll be just long. And so far, the Chatham Cougars able to shorten this lead down to 2. Kelly with another. Logan Hickey all the way back to Kelly. That one's now up, and Hickey digging out, and somehow this has just been a crazy match so far. Cougars getting the best of that look, but Barons with a great hustle and try to get the best. That. And then that one's just pulled outside. Kelly will be left of the line. Barons get the ball back. Hickey will step out as Miller will work her way to the front. It's an interesting matchup so far between very defensive-minded Cougars and some big heavy hitters between the Barons, as that is an error to Paige Watson, who just had no follow-through. She was left of the service the set, as Clyde gets one here. Barons leading by 3. Ball is up. That's a great shot from Vanessa Malesko. So we see Evie White come in for Watson now. Ritchie back to the line. Barons leading by 2. Ritchie to Hickey. Ball's up to Cadman, who is down. And quickly getting the ball back. Heisler will come in now for Linklater as Make Smart go to the line. '17's over. Trying to quickly get that one down. Cadman just a little early. And Evie White and Plunkard were there for that one. Gessner steps in. Schwind steps in. So Hickey keeping that up. Logan Hickey all the way back as Ritchie will play that in. And then Logan Hickey with a couple just long chances. Ritchie now digging out. And Gessner taking a shot. And Hickey again. Somehow, we'll see if the Cougars keep this in. And this is quite the rally. Now Miller. And the Cougars not leaving a single bit in their hearts. That was an impressive point for the Barons and for the Cougars. 4 kill chances, all just in that point, as the Barons will get another. Cadman on the line, and then just an air touch from Meg Smart. Pushes that one all the way out. Cougars quickly get the ball back now. Malesko. Ball is up. Heisler is strong. We got a 1-point game here in the second set. Malesko trying to tie things up here from the line. Ball all the way back to Cadman. Smart plays up to Hickey, who gets one down, but Cougars are still alive, and Cadman not able to dig that one up, and we are all tied at 14. Chatham with an early timeout leaves them to 1. Barons with both, as Malesko looks to take the Cougars' first lead here of the second since 1-0. So Cadman with a couple just tough touches. Hickey will play it over. Ritchie will try and set up Gessner, who tips. Hickey's ready for that one, and then Logan Hickey not letting this lead slip as they take it back to 1. Caitlin Hickey working her way back to the line. We'll see another chance from her. Knuckleball over the middle. Gessner tip chance. Heisler plays up as Smart has to keep it in play. And then Hickey with a bit of a top there. Ties us back at 15 now. Evie White to the back line. Paige Watson to the front. We see Ritchie come out. Smart trying to use some trickeration there, and Chatham will respond with a heavy send, and then Hickey returns the favor. Gessner is able to get there, and we see Chatham's first lead here since their first point, as White will look to continue to roll. Smart up, Hickey all the way back, and Cougars not able to have anyone there. We are tied at 16 now. So we've seen the strongest lead tonight by 6 to the Barons, both in the first and the second, but through the middle of both sets, some heavy back and forth as Linklater gets the service there. Good shot by Salfrank, and Hickey just trying to keep that in play, and the Barons alive as we will rally. Now Logan Hickey, same chance, and some confusion with the fans there as that one will be outside from Logan Hickey. The similar idea, she just had to tie things at 16. So Gessner back for the Cougars as they look to extend off of one. Linklater, great shot on Ritchie as we'll be tied here now again at 17. Kelly Doherty stepping in for Becca Gessner. On the Cougar side of things, Logan Hickey now on the line. And we'll see if she can take this lead back. Heavy roller, but Chatham will stop it, but Paige Watson with just a killer ball right at Caroline Linklater. Well, have her laughing and have the Cougars lead back. So 17-18 on the line, Devin Kelly. And Clyde just trying to get that one back, but Chatham will have their largest lead of the second. Ritchie will get the service. Oh, there's a violation on the Cougars as we're back tied at 18 now. Chatham not able to escape a 1-point lead now so far, as they will get the lead back there by 1. Paige Watson with a powerhouse of a few points there, as she'll take a step off, and Evie White will take a step on. Now Ritchie will get the service. Linklater able to keep that one up, as great shot from Vanessa Malesko now does have Chatham to a 2-point lead. And Ritchie with another. And that one will be short. We got a 1-point game here. So this is Meg Smart from the line. Ball's up. White playing that down. Meg Smart digging out for it, but didn't necessarily have to, as that will reward Chatham with a point in the ball off the air. Schwind works back as she steps back on. And Miller, what looked like potentially a mishit, does connect, brings things back to 1. As the Barons are looking to reclaim things here. Ball shortened up. White is able to play that off a good set from Malesko. Chatham trying to respond as Gessner's denied by Therese Heisler and Tessa Miller from the Barons. As we are tied here at 21, nobody quite getting the lead, and we will see a timeout now, I believe, to Chatham. We'll go to a short. Welcome back. 21-21. Both teams looking to close out the second set. Cadman with the service. It's all the way back to Ritchie. Cougars are up, and Malesko's denied. As we'll see another chance now to Gessner, who great kill, and will get the lead back here by one as Malesko will work back to the line and try to tie sets up here at one. Malesko. Up and over to Cadman. Hickey will send over. Awkward shot from Gessner. Keep things up for the Cougars, though. And then now denied again. They'll send over to Malesko. And not able to respond. Miller and Logan Hickey on the front edge there trying to keep it up for the Barons. 2-point lead to the Cougars now. Malesko on the line still. Hickey just playing in. Ball's up. Gessner. Smart is there. Heisler's trying to play up. Hickey with another chance now to Ritchie this time. Malesko with a deep shot. Will just lob over. And Cougars trying to keep it up. And good shot from Becca Gessner. Just in front of MJ Cadman. Will extend their lead to 3 as Coach Jen Hickey will call the Barons first of this set. Here we go. Chatham, set point here, 24-21. Malesko looking to finish this one off for the Cougars. Ball's up. Hickey is denied, and Chatham will close that one out. Sets go to 1 apiece. The Cougars taking that one 25-21. As we will switch sides and go to a short break. Welcome back after a couple long sets here in Steubenville, Ohio. We will enter the third. Both teams looking to get their second here. Quick substitution between Clyde and Miller. We'll get things rolling for the Barons. Chatham. Cougars leading kills 34-28 through 2 with 14 errors. Barons with 11. As we will get rolling in. Barons with an ace earlier tonight. Chatham with a couple, so things been close so far. First one took us into extras as Miller will be a little short. Chatham will take the first point here. Second, Chatham only winning it by 4, 21-5. So take the first of this one. Schwind will get Chatham's first serve as that will be pulled outside of the line. We will be tied at 1 as number 1 will take the service. Middle side, fake to White as Malesko sends a tough ball as Cadman tries to keep that one up. Cadman playing a lot more on the back line so far tonight in the rotation. Nothing different so far in this third. As Hickey just trying to play that. Cadman's going to send a prayer. Will be answered. Richie will get the set here. And Kaylin Hickey with a couple awkward plays up here, but so far still alive. Cadman trying to play that one deep and then just pushed in front of Logan Hickey in front of the net. Good play down from Becca Gessner and Eva White. As Molluska will get another here. Short, Hickey digs, ball's up. As they're going to say Miller picked that one. And Chatham's lead will be extended to 4 here. Or excuse me, 3. 4 points. Molluska with another. Knuckleball, deep left side. Miller tries to play down. And just a miscommunication between Caitlin Hickey and Tessa Miller. We'll have them discussing real quick. Barons take a timeout as the Chatham Cougars lead 5-1 here in the third. Here we go. Barons quickly out of that timeout as Cougars taking up a lot more time. And the Barons in their own minutes. So Barons are up. Hickey punches just to keep that one alive. Gessner with a shot will be heavy, and the Barons out of the timeout get the first point off just a push from Gessner. Miller will step off. Heisler will step on. Clyde, as Caitlin Hickey will take the shot here. Right side out to Salfranc as she gets another chance. Is denied, but up still. Gessner now rolling over. And Hickey, deep shot out to Ritchie. Schwinn runs out to that one, and somehow the Cougars are alive. Hickey, deep shot, should be in, and that one will be down. Off a tough point there, Logan Hickey. Push that out to the deep left corner. Gives her sister another chance here. And that one will be pushed out. Lead will stay at 3. And White will take the next one here for Chatham. Cadman receives. Heisler just trying to keep the Barons alive now as Gessner with the air. Ball was just put in an awkward spot for her. She had to just put that one up and couldn't get it over the net. Now Heisler is stepping off. Linklater is on into the line. Heavy shot there will be long. And Chatham quickly back up by 3. Gessner walks to the line. And we'll see what Chatham has now. A little bit back and forth so far here, and some aired play from the Barons, who are not on the same page, what it seems like so far in the set. Gessner will take another, and then she will now be long. So no one quite on a run here as the Barons look to take advantage with their offensive talent. Chatham so far is winning with their defensive strength in this set. Everything tied up at 1 and barely up, and Logan Hickey taking the last dig there and won't connect. Lead is back to 4 as we see Devin Kelly stepping in. Annika Salfranc will be out. And aired into the net, and the Barons will get another. Should see Hickey for Miller. Clyde now with the shot, trailing 6-9. As the Barons looking to make something happen. Ball's up and tip down. Now Lesko trying to take a shot. Clyde is deep on the response. As the ball's up, and Paige Watson with just killing that ball and that point. Gets the Cougars the ball back here. Now Ritchie will take her chance. And gonna have to dig up that one, but Barons are alive so far. Logan Hickey on another great response. Cadman just plays that one in. Ball will be up from Olesko, who will be long. As we're just staying right around this 3-4 point exchange so far this set. A lot of points scored both ways so far tonight as Meg Smart gets her first shot of the third. Knuckleball down. Devin Kelly keeps it alive and will be wide as the Barons shorten down to 2. Kelly Doherty now in for the Cougars. Back line. Smart. It was shorter on that side. Trying to keep it up. Good job by NJ Cadman, who then gives Hickey a chance to set one back. And off the tip, that one will go back to the Cougars. 8-11 now. Schwind now in along with Gessner for the Cougars. Schwind on the line. Hickey keeping that alive. Probably would have been long as she wins that one back real quick. Good kill and shortens back down to 2. Cadman now on the line for the Barons. Sending it over Malesko. Heisler is through. Ritchie is still up for the Cougars. Paige Watson gets a quick tip. And Miller now on top of that. And correction, that was Evie White who gets the point back for the Cougars. And just this back and forth exchange. See Devin Kelly step off as Annika Salfrank works back to the front line. Here comes Malesko. Good adjustment by MJ Cadman, and the tip goes to Logan Hickey, who's starting to get creative in her scoring chances. Should see Caitlin Hickey now on the line. Clyde bringing the energy back to the front as she comes onto the court. Looked like Hickey pulled that one, but she'll be okay. Gessner tips. Cadman with a shot. Will be long. As ball will go back to the Cougars. Paige Watson works to the front line in place of Ritchie as White takes the serve. Smart running all the way across the court for that. Will be on as Malesko sidestepped, thinking that would be long, as that's played just right on the line, and Barons get one back here, still trailing 2. Linklater will take the service. Short play right in front of Malesko as Watson has to play deep outside. And Linklater rips one. Malesko digs, but is short. And we got a 1-point game. Linklater now. That one's played all the way back. Delaney Kaiser's back in the game now. Her second look tonight. Logan Hickey will be stopped off a kill chance. Good job by, looked like Schwind and Watson stopping that one up. You see Schwind swap for Plunkard. Gessner now with the shot. Put it out to Cadman. Smart's up. Clyde is down very quickly, getting that one back. And so now Logan Hickey will go to the line. No rotation for the Barons this time. 13-14. And Logan Hickey now pulling that one, so not able to close inside on this lead. We see the duo of Malesko and Kelly now in for the Cougars as they lead by 2 now. Played short. Logan Hickey's up as Clyde gets another kill chance. This one's stopped. And then pushed through by Malesko after Kelly Doherty saved another Clyde kill. As we now have a 3-point game to Chatham's advantage. Logan Hickey ripping one down through the middle as she's now digging to keep this one alive. MJ Cadman, great dig from Kelly Doherty as Ritchie puts that one over. And Cadman's denied this time. Linklater this time. This is the defensive strength that talked a lot about tonight from Chatham as The Barons shooters are trying to take their shot, but Hickey now. Doherty with two absurd digs, and Cadman now denied, and that one is in as Paige Watson and Ava Plunkard for the Cougars. Had a lot of stoppages throughout that point and are rewarded at the end there. And Linklater trying to keep that up. Clyde hustling over as well with a chance. Watson denied. As Chatham's doing a great job on defense. And now a couple long saves and heaves. Clyde is trying to put one in and then gets just pushed in front. Good job by Ava Plunkard, I believe, on that front edge to get the best of Sarah Clyde, and the point lead extends to 5, Chatham's largest tonight. We'll see a Franciscan timeout, go to a quick break. And here we go. Welcome back. Chatham Cougars leading this third set by 5. As Kelly will take another service off a good run. And Catman is denied. And then Watson sends a missile out towards Logan Hickey, who will play it over. Watson now with a push, and Caitlin Hickey not able to get all the way out there off a tough touch, from Caroline Linklater. This is Devin Kelly's 5th in a row, trying to close this out for the Cougars. She's going to be long. And Clyde will work back to the line. Miller will come in for Caitlin Hickey on the front side of things. Ball's out to Richie. Watson just using her strength and force there to get that point as she'll step off. Evie White will step on. And Richie will get the ball here. Jump serve. Hickey retains it down, and Cadman getting the best of Plunkard this time. As Linklater will work her way off. Heisler will be on. Barons will look to keep things going their way here. Malesko, athletic move there as Cadman now, her 2nd in a row. And we'll shorten this lead down to 4 now. Meg Smart with another. Back middle. White gets it down and through as both Logan and Caitlin Hickey try to keep that one up for the Barons. Gessner now working in along with Schwind. That would fill Doherty's and Plunkard's spot for the Cougars. Schwind sending this one over. Cadman, great kill chance. Ritchie, great stop, and then Gessner with the offensive strike to put this within 3 for the Cougars. And Cadman putting that one down. Malesko stopped at the front. Ball's going to be played all the way over to Gessner, who then is put down by Cadman and Miller, who will keep this within 5. They got some work to do. They want to take this one. Cadman will play over. Malesko will be down and through against Hickey. Devin Kelly will come off. Annika Salfrank in her place. See 12 for the Cougars now. (23-17). Logan Hickey, great shot out to Ritchie as Gessner will push that one down, and Hickey now with another chance. Plays it lower down the line and not able to stop it. And Salfrank on the front left edge. So game still within 5. Caitlin Hickey now on the line. And Gessner now with another great shot. We'll move this to set point. 24-18. Evie White all the way back now. Barons trying to make something happen. Hickey will just be strong on that approach. Good shot though, as that will be called the tip. It was slightly deflected off its path. Barons will get the point there. And Linklater will now come on and try to lead the Barons onto this one. Watson stopped. Ball's just all over the place. As they will call a lift against the Barons. Not sure who was on that one. I believe it was Sarah Clyde. Cougars taking this one a little more handily as they will go up 2-1 in sets. We will go to a half set break and Welcome back. We get ready to roll here into the fourth set as Chatham takes the third, now leading 2-1. The Barons will look to keep things going their way, as you saw on the top right of your screen, a bench press celebration going on. Schwinn will take the first swing for the Cougars here in the fourth. Ball's out to Hickey, and Miller with the first kill of the fourth. Getting that one through. Evie White and Becca Gessner. And Cadman will now take the first swing for the Barons. Rolls all the way up, back towards Gessner. Hickey has to lay out. And Logan Hickey will be up and down. So good start here for the Barons. Going to look to keep the energy rolling their way. As Cadman gets another chance. Heisler getting out of position for the first ball, but is played right into where she was supposed to be, so that will be how the Cougars get their first point. We'll have a 2-1 game. Eisler slapping that one. Ball's all the way over. It's Annika Solfrank after a long set from Schwind from the back left corner all the way across and to the front right. And this will be Malesko. It's just over. Heisler will have a deep chance. Gessner will be up and go for the set, as that was just played strong and right at MJ Cadman, who will be just under the net off the reception. So everything tied here at 2. Well, let's go with another. Smart will set. Hickey will kill. And that will tie things at 3. As Logan Hickey now showing a little bit of her offensive strength, as she's joined by Clyde and Heisler on the front line. And I believe that was Meg Smart on the service, will be a little strong. Chatham quickly reclaims their 1-point lead as Paige Watson comes in. And Clyde, great kill chance, but Watson showing the defensive strength that they've been known for all season and what's taken them to 12-3. So they'll lead this by 2. Evie White gets a second now. And Logan Hickey trying to kill, will be blocked but pushed out. Back down to 1 point, and we'll see Caroline Linklater come in for Heisler on the line. Plays deep outside. Gessner with a good ball just along the line, and Sarah Clyde couldn't stretch out for it. And she will now take the serve. Middle side, Cadman, Clyde tipping. Ritchie somehow keeping that up. And Logan Hickey just has to work all the way back to try and play that one over. Will be into the net. And Gessner with another. Kaylin Hickey elects to just play over. Watson, well, put a deep ball straight on top of Clyde as she tried to stop that one. That ball is up. Gessner playing down. Hickey keeping it alive, and then MJ Cadman overcorrecting there. As that will take us into a Barron timeout. Still have one. We'll go to a short. Here we go. Gessner leading the charge for the Cougars, trying to end this thing. Leading 2-1 in sets. And deep set. Logan Hickey stretching out, able to get that over. And then stop to the front line. Annika Salfrank. And should be Logan Hickey now. Moving to the back. Barron's only down by 4. So we've seen larger comebacks. Salfrank over into Hickey. Now Linklater. Good chance. But just a little long. And see Vanessa Molesko come in along with Devin Kelly, who will get the serve. Put one sinker out into the back line. Richie will play up, and just in between Linklater and Hickey. It's a good ball from Molesko. As the Barons just trying to get their defense together tonight. And Kelly will get another. And Cadman with the chance as Molesko then is denied. Clyde and Smart on the front side. We will rally now. Clyde, deep set chance as Molesko now will be in. And Coach Jen Hickey trying to disagree with that one, but ball will stay with Chatham. They look to extend to 13-3 on the season. Clyde now putting one down. That defensive ability from the Cougars, who are then stop MJ Cadman. And the Barons will look to Logan Hickey now. So Watson, as Smart tips over, and ball will be up to Molesko, who will have that one slide off her fingertips and shorten this one down to 6. Clyde now for Franciscan. This is down to Richie. And then Molesko this time gets a hold of the ball but is short into the net. And Clyde will give it another rip. Ball's up. Molesko another chance. This one is through. Cadman, good look over her shoulders as Chatham trying to work through Molesko pretty heavily here. so far in the fourth. Linklater's going to be long, and then Plunkard will be long. So Barons were in a dangerous position there, but the air from Plunkard will keep Clyde with the ball. 4 down. Plunkard sets up Malesko, who puts one right at Sarah Clyde and not able to keep it in as Hickey takes her spot on the court. Here comes Ritchie. Smart set. And Hickey, her most dangerous spot tonight has been from midcourt, of all places, where she typically is playing pretty deep and on that left front line. So good to see her getting some different looks tonight as she gets the ball back, and Smart will put us back in play. Evie White, awkward play is over. And ball's up for Cadman. Tries to just lob that one. And Chatham will return the favor through Malesko, who is down and out. As Chatham gets another point here and send in Schwind and Gessner. Some heavy ball, and Miller trying to kill White and Ritchie, keep it alive, and then Malesko's denied. As Gessner gets up and off Mary Smart. Which will extend to 6 now. Oh, Chatham's largest lead, which they had in the last set, as Kaylin Hickey just laying everything out there to try and keep that one alive. Back-to-back digs and full layouts. She's just trying to keep the Barons working in the right direction. And we'll see another one from Schwind now. And an ace to Schwind as Kaylin Hickey tries to lay out again. Not sure if she was out of position or what quite happened there, but see Chatham come through with another. Hickey in the right spot this time. It's Cadman. Puts one down, but somehow the story of this set is, and so far tonight, that offensive ability from Chatham is just on full display, especially through the last 2 sets. Schwind will work in another. And Miller denied, and then just trying to keep it up. Puts that one out. Barons take their second timeout, trailing by 10, and looking to make something happen. Getting things started after Barron's second time out. Down to none. The rest of the set. And the Cougars look to end things here as Logan Hickey sends a shot right over, and Gessner getting one. Just feeding it on that line and through the Barron defensive front. So Schwind really long on that one. Will give the Barons the ball back here as Cadman works her way to get things moving back in the Barons' favor. Evie White, good quick shot as Heisler is going to have to punch that one over, and we'll just be outside, and the Barons just trying to eliminate some mistakes here as things are closing out for the Cougars. This one will be Malesko now. Hickey digging out. Miller stepping over, and Logan Hickey just not seeing the same thing as Miller. And we'll see Heisler work over. Malesko short now. Heisler ready for it. Thinking that one was right at her. Sarah Clyde now in place of Tessa Miller. Caitlin Hickey, if there's anyone to do it, it'd be her. It's played out to Malesko. Evie White is stopped on the front side. Ritchie now with the secondary set. Cadman ready for it. Logan Hickey stopping on the front edge and keeping it alive. The Barons leaving it all out there. Gessner trying to use the same thing she did earlier as Logan Hickey sends one out. Ritchie with one hand is up. And the Barons doing their best here as we will rally. One of our longest so far tonight. Now Clyde trying to put one down, and awkward but up. And Clyde able to end that point. We got a 10-point game here, and the Barons looking to get things done. Should see Linklater in. And Hickey with one more. It's out, same spot as last. Ritchie sets. And a tip call. A lot of disagreement in the gym from that one. We'll give Chatham the point and the ball back here as Delaney Kaiser looks to end things. Logan Hickey will ask the ref. He refers back to another tip as he says MJ Cadman touched that one. Cadman pleading her innocence, but will not be awarded. And barely. Great job by Meg Smart to keep that up. And then Paige Watson with just a hammer. And that will be a match look here. Kaiser can get it done for the Cougars. Barons will stay alive as Linklater will step in. Heisler will be out. Linklater will get the service and keep this thing running. Long out to Kaiser, trying to put it down. Violation on the Cougars. Barons get one. Some would asked if that's a get-back call. From the tip pass, they said there was. A little short, awkward for Chatham, but they will be up and over. And then Logan Hickey playing that straight off of Malesko. And Linklater retains within 9. Watson, tip chance over, tried to end it. Linklater, shot in the middle, Schwind digs. And Gessner tries to put that one over now. Logan Hickey, another one. This one off Kaiser, the back right. So working her way and shots around the court. We'll see Linklater again. And awkward, Malesko and Kaiser keep it in play. As Hickey now tipping. Schwind working her way under that. Gessner will play through, and Hickey with another shot. As she's going straight at Kaiser right now. And then Watson will end it with a great kill and a shot into the back left. As Chatham repeating history from earlier this season, taking things 3-1 this time away at Franciscan. As always, thank you for supporting and watching. To all of our Barron fans, you can look forward to our next broadcast this Saturday, 1 p.m. at home against Teal College, as that should be a great matchup. Again, that's 1 p.m. on Saturday. And for the Chatham fans, your next game will be at home this Saturday, October 18th at noon against Hiram. Again, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night, and God bless. We will